So I saw a video recently. I think his name is Evan, one of those very famous D&D game masters, who was saying, when happens when the dice don't want to tell the same story you want to, you force it. Cause see, it depends on the game that you're running, right? Some people like meat grinders, more power to them. Some people like sandbox games, more power to them. But those of us who prefer to run strictly narrative games, well, sometimes you have to force the story. It's boring and lame when you have a group of heroes and just because of some bad dice rolls, someone dies at a random goblin encounter. You know what I mean? It kind of sucks and it's deflating, and I've seen it. People get deflated, they bring in a new character, they don't really jive with the new character. That's not how I run my games personally. If you run your games one way, again, if it works for you, it works for you. What works for my game and for my players, I modify as I go along. I make a reason for how they survived or what happened to them. I don't do the whole, let's go on a long-winded quest to resurrect them, because then it gets too samey. I saw someone in the comments saying, oh, that's why you shouldn't write stories for your game. Just let the players play. Again, that depends on the table. Whenever I have session 0 with new players, I always tell them this is a strictly narrative-driven game. That's what I like to do. Collaborative storytelling, that's what I love. I have a story to tell, and the players affect the story with their decisions completely. The story can go in a lot of different ways depending on what the players want to do. And I know and I understand that's not for every single game master out there, because not everybody is able to do that. Not everybody is able to think on their toes that quickly or be able to improvise that well. Yours truly can. And I'm really fucking good at it, if I say so myself. I had one campaign where the players died, all of them. There was a fucking TPK in the first session against some fucking random jack-off skeletons. It was hilarious. The dice would just not agree with them. They were getting critical failures left and right during combat. It was fucking out. It was a bloodbath. So what I did was, they blacked out, and then they got rescued by a very important NPC that was gonna be very important for the campaign. And then I put the lone skeleton, because at the end it was just them against one lone skeleton. The lone skeleton that survived, it turned out to be the surviving remnants of a long forgotten god, right? And it was starting to attain power, and they were fighting its skeleton. And during the campaign, that skeleton went off to gain more power, and it ended up becoming one of the main antagonists of the campaign. And I did not have that planned out. I still had the story I wanted to tell throughout that campaign, but I added the whole fiasco with the skeleton that lasted through most of the campaign. It was really fun. So if you're the type of game master that likes to tell stories, don't be deflated by people that say don't write stories. Your first story is gonna suck. Mine did. But it gets better, and you get better at it because practice does make perfect.